I think we can all agree that our superstars delivered some unforgettable and history-making moments. And lucky for all of us, several of our superstars who were victorious tonight will be joining us back here to say a few words and answer some of your questions. We do appreciate all of you who are tuning in on your various social media platforms, and of course, all the media personnel who are here tonight. Now, again, we are going to take questions from you for our superstars, but in order to do that, if you have a question, make sure you raise your hand and make sure you stand up so we can see you. We'll have people delivering microphones, and then state your name, your media affiliation, and ask your question, and we'll be off to the races. All right, you guys ready for our first guest? This man has been overcoming obstacles since his return to WWE, and tonight was absolutely no different when he defeated a thorn in his side and Dominik Mysterio. Please welcome the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Hi. I was just telling Bailey backstage my back was not feeling great, so I was really afraid I was going to sit down like Stanley in The Office, super old man, and you guys would know something. No, but I'm fine. How are all of you? Good. Who's got a question?
Yeah, let's take our first question. Who's it? Go there. Will you stand up for us, please? State your name and your media affiliation.
Oh, man.
Will Gavin, TalkSport. Cody, how are you, sir?
So good. We had, seriously, though, like, you guys all cover this business, so this whole thing, these tours over here, just gangbusters. These crowds, and, we were in Newcastle last night on my side of things, and Sheffield, and just, it's a special thing that you got going on over here. It's one of the reasons when I was on my little excursion, I was here like every week with What Culture Pro Wrestling until I'm pretty sure I bankrupted them from my booking fee. But it's a special thing, and you got to see it tonight.
It wasn't going to be my question, but now you've said that. John Cena teased WrestleMania in the UK. Your thoughts?
John is dead on in a sense that name a place that deserves it more. And listen, there's so many potential markets. I still sometimes like try to put on my business hat, and you look at all these different places. Back in the day, I'm not saying things might have been fabricated, but back in the day, you'd hear about people making bids on shows, and I don't know if there were any bids on shows. Whereas today, it's really happening. If you look at these Econ Impact reports, like for WrestleMania 39, my gosh. Again, this business, like, be proud, you guys who cover this, as I'm sure you've been fans through the dark ages as well, right? When it wasn't as many people who were into this. This thing is mainstream. It's making just it's doing so well. London for WrestleMania would be amazing. It really, really, really would, and it would be a very special thing. There's a lot of good places, but that would be special. I don't know if John knew something I didn't know, though, right? I thought he was about to say it's happening. Like, oh wow, and he's the man, so John can say what he wants. Again, though, he might know something we all don't know. So I hope that does happen for London. That would be very special, and I'd be all about it.
All right, thank you. Next question. Right here. Yep, perfect.
Deltafic Mail Online. How do you feel like your momentum has recovered from WrestleMania?
If we're going to get real, we don't have to get super inside baseball, but a little, I've got a very specific task that's in front of me. I've got a very specific behind the scenes and on the camera, the thing that I want, the thing that I came back to get. And one of the things that, we were just talking about this guy, John Cena, told me. He said, you could be the champ without wearing the title, but you have to be honest with yourself. Look at the numbers. Everywhere you go, look at the numbers on everything that you put out, And if they're telling you that it's cruising and it's going, because there's a difference between soup du jour and, my gosh, equity and someone that we've gotten behind and has earned your trust and all of that. If those numbers support that, then you're on the right path. And I have been blessed that that's been the case. So momentum-wise, like I said, there's a task in front of me, and I feel we're on the right path.
Thank you. We have another question over here.
Hi, Ace, BBC Radio 1 Extra. Something else Cena did.
We did an interview together before, haven't we?
How you doing, my friend? You good?
Good.
Excellent to have you in the UK. Cena did also mention tonight that there was a bit of worry about that upper management may have had about the crowds taking over the show. Tonight there was some kind of interesting chants. How do you feel about some of the chants tonight and the crowds perceivingly taking over the show?
That's a great question.
I'm good at what I do.
That's a great question.
That's the last one we're going to.
I am of the belief of if the crowd, and this is an area where I disagreed with my father actually, but I'm of the belief if the crowd wants to play, let them. Let it ride. Let it happen. Now, be mindful, sometimes I particularly have a younger fan base, a lot of young kids. I don't know if all these chants are acceptable for them. So, if you guys are gearing up as London, as the United Kingdom, gearing up for a potential WrestleMania, maybe keep that in mind. But we don't get that everywhere. Everywhere is different. Really, I mean, WWE and these PLEs traveling internationally so much, we don't always get that. So when you get something that's a little different, that's a little, unique in its own, that's what makes this special. That's what makes you guys. So I'm of the thought if they're gonna rock, let them rock. You hear some wild stuff, and I always have to ask because I can't half the time understand. Is that a really bad thing? Are they mad? But I always ask, and it's fun. It's fun. The whole point, volume is not down. This isn't on mute. Like, the whole point is to get you guys up, excited, mad, whatever the hell it is. And just lately, we've been able to strike that.
Great. And we have one more for Cody right over here.
Expressions oozing, representing Barstool Sports. Cody, how are you?
Oh, I'm good, but I feel like does my voice sound gravelly?
You're all good.
I want to point this out, but I don't want you to look. So don't look when I mention this, but Kayla do you have your Louis on? Oh, never mind. So she had Louis Vuitton flip-flops on earlier, and I thought they were pretty dope, but I didn't want to draw attention to them because there's a lot of like weirdo people about feet and stuff. But then I had my Louis slippers on, and it was a whole bit I was going to do. And
ruined it.
Here we go, the next time.
No, that wasn't.
What was the question? Sorry.
Yeah, I haven't even got to it. So, Cody, first things first, I'd like to apologise on behalf of the UK but for the lack of pyro in your entrance. Do you know what I know? But I know we're in the O2, but next time, maybe if we're in the stadium, we'll have all the pyro. But my question is, would winning the World Heavyweight Championship be finishing the story?
Oh, man, I don't want to be a downer, but no. Now, winning the World Heavyweight Championship would be outstanding.
Yeah.
Would be amazing. Yeah. It is the title on the flagship show, Monday Night Raw. Absolutely. Matters, is important, and what Seth is doing with it is a special thing, and you're going to see that title will mean far more in 5 minutes and then 10 minutes. Every second it gains equity. But finishing the story was always about the title that my dad didn't get. And I'm not gonna spoil anything because the Peacock people will murder me. But you'll probably hear some news about my documentary at some point soon, finally, because these people have been filming me for gosh knows how long. And it's covered a lot in there as far as that's what the story was. He really did hold it, and he held it in the garden, and it ate me up that he never got it. So that's finishing the story. The World Heavyweight Championship is a whole nother story. It is. And again, very special. The main title on Monday Night Raw. I don't look down on it in any way.
Awesome. Well, Cody, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.